What's up, YouTube? This is Shaman Childers with my Spellbook deck that just got me a top at locals. It's been pretty consistent, and it's not wholeheartedly expensive besides some of the rarities I have. Spellbook's not too expensive and still pretty fun. And it got me a top against Cosmo, Burning Abyss, and Burning Abyss was actually the one I lost to, but I beat Cosmo, Mage Specters, 4 Mage Pendulums, and a few Blackwings that were rogue, and 1 Keiju Gradle. So, and with any further ado, I'd like to just give a shout out to Raiden in Dark Games. He gives me a lot of my ideas, and I will start the deck profile. We're going to start this off with 3 Priestess of Prophecy, the boss monster of my deck. It's a Priestess control area type of deck. It's decent. If you don't know her effect, look her up. Deck's not definitely not for beginners. Spellbooks are more for people that have played them for a while, and I've been playing the deck for over a year. Okay, 3 Priestess. Next, 3 Blue Boys. Key Searcher of the deck. He is your little midget, and he will search out whatever you need. You can load up your grave with anything you need to recycle, with towers, or grab towers if you need it, grab a secrets if you didn't open with it. He is searchable by secrets too, which makes him really handy if you need a monster on the board. I played 2 Justice of Prophecy. I don't play 3 because the third one can be cloggy, and you want to see her, but you don't want to open up with her late game and not be able to search anything. She's dead. So 2 is fine, because sometimes you want Priestess in your hand, sometimes you want her on the field, and this does not put her on the field, but it does give you a +1. Good at 2. I've liked it at 2. I play 1 Temperance in place of my 3rd Justice. It gives me my 3rd Justice, but it gives me a Priestess on the field instead. Same turn as summon. Pretty nice. I play 1 Jowgen. I play Protect the Jowgen. He's pretty sick. I've liked it. He hurts Cosmo. Just sit there and watch Pendulums cry. 1 Kaiku for Cosmo matchups. Rogue matchups, he's a beater. Power him up 2800 with 1 Spellbook of power. It's pretty sick. Next is spells. I will do 3 Crescents. Key Search that you want to open up with first. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. And later it becomes tribute fodder for when you need to pop something with Priestess. Next I run 3 Secrets. Good Searcher searches out what you need, can be recycled to use it later, banish it and bring it back with Eternity. Priestess combo off pretty sick. 2 Masters, pretty sick to copy whatever you need. Grab it, copy an Eternity, grab whatever you need. And yeah, it's just mandatory at 2. 2 Towers. Your recycle card grabs you Justice or Temperance, Priestess, whatever you need. Late game Priestess, early game Justice if it gets destroyed. The Recycler, and it's another name. Pretty sweet. 2 Eternity, because you need 2 Eternity to grab what you banish with Fate and Priestess. Recycle. You can actually control the field with Priestess, Tower, this in deck, and a secret. So you can just pop something and draw something every turn. 2 Fates, because Fate is amazing. It can return back row, set any monster, banish anything, and it can do it all for pretty much free because you just banish whatever you need, and then it doesn't target, so it's pretty sick. 2 Wisdoms, because it's your foolish Lance, Forbidden Lance, sorry. And it's for spellcasters only. It's just good, just to attack Priestess and know it's going to go through. 2 Power, because power powers up everything. It's just amazing. 2. People play 1. I prefer 2 because then you can banish 1 and not have to bring it back immediately. You always have another. 1 life. it's not mandatory to run more than one. It's just one is fine. You can bring back Priestess, Jowgen, Temperance, pretty much anyone that you need. If you need, that's why I run one Kaiku. Bring it back if you need it, and you can use this one once if you recycle it. It's pretty nice. One Milk and Moon recycles Blue Voice effects, and you can sit on Jowgen or Blue Boy or whoever by using this card. Pretty nice. I would staple it at 1 in this deck. 3 MSTs, just for back row hate, because you hate when you get chained, or if anything stops your Priestess plays from going through, or they get rid of your Jowgen. This pops Pendulum Scales, which is a pretty heavy Pendulum format right now. Now I'm going to move on to traps. I play 2 Mirror Force. I would play Storming, but it's too expensive right now. I mean, I don't want to spend all that money on them. These work fine right now. Next year I'll play playing a Reaper build, but for now let's play this deck with 2 Mirror Force to get rid of attacks and sit on Jowgen or Blue Boy. 1 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare really helps against pretty much anything besides Cosmo. It negates effects, and just it's really good. It negates effects, pops the monster, but it has to be special summon that turn. Any more than 1, maybe 2, that pretty much be max. 1 Solemn Warning, because it stops your summon. It stops your opponent's summons and can save you early game. Bottomless Pendulum 8, and you really hate big monsters against you, because I mean 200, 500 attacks are most of your monsters. Compulse. People don't run a lot of Compulse nowadays, but I love Compulse. It really hurts when you compulse someone's monster and they don't have anything. Like Farm Girl, if they don't have a bigger monster in hand, it really hurts their plays because they can't OTK you. Not it from main deck. Going into side, I have the World deck to my 2 other Temperances and World, just to make the World possibility. Because the World deck I used only against the rogue decks like Blackwing, so it was pretty fun. Next up, I have 1 Spell Shattering Arrow. It Pendulum Hate plus gives your opponent some burn damage. Just it's good at 1. I could run 3 if I wanted to, but just 1. Poisonous Winds. This is for the Mage Spectres. Mage Spectres hate this card, but they have outs. But it's good if they aren't expecting this. They have to play around it. It slows them down a little bit. 1 Dimensional Fissure, just to help, because you don't use your graveyard a whole lot besides your spells. It's nice at 1. 2 Rivalry of Warlords, because you're all spellcasters. They're not. It hurts. Enough said. 2 Divine Wrath for your World deck, because you draw or it's bad, and this one negates effects. Pretty much anywhere, it's amazing. I also do tech in 2 Pinpoint Guards. This was the MVP of the side deck. Brought back my Jowgen when they least expected it. Stopped Cosmo from OTKs. And then really hurt them because they couldn't recover when I discarded a random card to get rid of their field. I play 1 Mind Drain. Cosmo hurt. Kinda. It's more for if there's anything rogue or Psyframes. Everyone hates Psyframes. 1 Light Imprisoning Mirror. Cosmo hate. Light Sworns on occasion. Doesn't touch you at all, so why not? Cosmos. Never really sided this in besides maybe 1 game, and that's just because I had my Priestess lock on the field. I knew I was pushing for game, so I activated this so they couldn't bring anything back from the grave. There was like Blackwing stuff. Really, I only sided this against Blackwings. I'd probably change the side deck up some. Now I'm going to go into extra. I was planning on running Effect Veiler, but I decided against it, so I do have some Synchros just in case I had Effect Veiler. Got Old Entity Hastor, because he hurts any deck pretty much. I run Cataster, because Cataster hurts anything pretty much right nowadays, because Cosmos are all light. Put him in defense, you're just set. One Black Rose, because Black Rose is Black Rose, I mean nuke field, goodbye field. One Mistworm, cheaper than Trish, and Trish is expensive. I do have a Trish, but I don't like using it because I'm going to use it as trade bait. But Trish is nice. The guy I mainly went into is Shining Elf. He hurts other decks. You can sit on him. It's really good. Sky Cavalry Centuria, another card I only went into a couple times. It's nice to be safe because this is a slower deck. It's nice to be safe with him. Play 1 Giga X. Never went into it, but it's theoretically on paper it's pretty good because it can attack, be undisturbed. It's pretty nice. 1 Acid Golem Destruction because it's a beater if you need it. If you have Temperance and Justice in the field, or just 2 Justice, it's pretty mean. Because you can life back with Blue Boy, and to make another Blue Boy to make level 4s, I do run the rank 4s with 1 Diamond Dire Wolf staple to pop something. Draco if I needed to push for game and had a weird hand, or just get some damage in. Heartland Draco is pretty nice. Musketeer, I went into him. If I went into any rank 4s, I went into him most. He helps a lot. Just set card face down or put one face up in the deck. It hurts. 1 Silent Honor Arc. I went into him once. He's pretty nice because you can either sit on him for 2 different attacks and defense, or you can take over someone's card that's a boss monster. It's pretty sweet. I never went into this card, but it's Dark Rebellion Exquisite Dragon. It's good on paper, but not great enough to go into. MVP of the extra deck was Big Eye. Big Eye hurts everyone besides you. Cosmos maybe a little bit, but this is nice. If you stop their attack with Farm Girl and they don't have anything else, you can take over the Farm Girl and humiliate them. Kind of fun. Master of Blades did hurt Mage Specters. I went into this for Mage Specters. They tried to target it, negated it, destroyed another card to their face downs, and they didn't get the point. I did it again, pretty much taking out all the back row, and they couldn't do anything about it. Well, that's the deck profile. And I will be coming back to you in about a week or so with my Reaper of Prophecy build. And it'll be interesting. Just watch. You don't have to subscribe if you want, unless you want to. But this is my first video. Peace out.